wears a crown you can see. Shadow kings rule from the dark. We don't move in daylight, we don't need the stage. Every empire in this room was built across an age, evaporating quietly while others chase the noise. Shadow kings don't need the crowd, don't need the voice. Recognize us by the silence when we enter rooms. Every conversation stops, every energy assumes the power just walked in without announcing it. Shadow kings, the ones nobody ever questioned it. Shadow kings, rule from the dark. Every crown invisible, but everybody feels the mark. Shadow kings, right from the start. Built empires in the silence, built them from the heart. Can't see us coming, can't see us leave. Shadow kings operate beyond what you believe. Shadow kings, that's the name. Nobody knows our face, but everybody knows our game. Every city that we touch gets reorganized. Every structure that existed gets revised. Shadow kings don't take over, shadow kings replace. Every system that was broken with a better face. Decades building networks nobody ever traced. Every transaction clean, every movement erased. Shadow kings the reason things run smooth around here. Shadow kings been operating every single year. Shadow kings, rule from the dark. Every crown invisible, but everybody feels the mark. Shadow kings, right from the start. Built empires in the silence, built them from the heart. You don't see us, but you feel us in everything. Every decision made above you had a shadow king behind it. We were always here, we'll always be here. Shadow kings. This the album where the shadow kings reveal themselves. Not for validation, just to put it on the shelves of history that never gets officially told. Shadow kings, the story that deserves to be bold. 15 tracks to show the world what ruling from darkness means. 15 chapters of the life nobody ever sees. Shadow kings, the title and the truth behind the name. Welcome to our world, nothing's ever quite the same. Shadow kings, rule from the dark. Every crown invisible, but everybody feels the mark. Shadow kings, right from the start. Built empires in the silence, built them from the heart. Shadow kings. Shadow kings. Not every king wears a crown you can see. Shadow kings rule from the dark. Always have, always will. Shadow kings. Every organization needs one. Someone who handles what others can't. Call the enforcer when diplomacy is done. When every other option ran its course in one. Nothing called the one who moves in when it's time. Every problem that exists gets handled down the line. No emotion in the process, no attachment to the task. Enforcer does what needs to be done, nobody has to ask. Co-precision, every mission, never second guess. Enforcer is the reason that the syndicate's the best. The enforcer handles every call. The enforcer cleans it up for all. When the problem can't be talked away or walked away, the enforcer is the final word, the final say. Coding calculated, never personal at all. The enforcer answers every single call. The enforcer, that's the role. Every organization needs the one with ice in their soul. Been the enforcer since before the title had a name. Every shadow king relies on someone in the game who doesn't flinch, who doesn't feel, who gets it done. The enforcer is the reason every battle's won. Not celebrated loudly, not the face they show. The enforcer is the power that they never let you know. Behind every clean operation, behind every win, the enforcer was the reason it could happen again. The enforcer up for all. When the problem can't be talked away, I walked away. The enforcer is the final word, the final say. Don't mistake the silence for the weakness. Don't mistake the calm for hesitation. The enforcer is the most dangerous person in any room, in any situation. Quiet, precise, permanent. Years of service to the Shadow Kings, never one mistake. Every assignment carried out for every member's sake. Enforcer, not a monster. Enforcer is a role filled by someone with a mission and the strength of soul to do what others talk about but never follow through. The enforcer is the difference between what's false and true. Organizations live and die by who they keep in place. The enforcer is the cornerstone of every winning race. The enforcer handles every call. The enforcer cleans it up for all. When the problem can't be talked away or walked away, the enforcer is the final word, the final say. Every organization needs one, someone who handles what others can't. The enforcer, always ready.
You left these shoes empty. Nobody said filling them will be easy.
Dead men's shoes don't fit the same on living feet. Every predecessor left a shadow hard to beat. Stepped into a role that nobody asked me for. Dead men's shoes were waiting at a heavy door. Everything he built before he left still stands. Legacy transferred to willing but uncertain hands. Dead men's shoes mean carrying someone else's weight. Everything they built before becomes your current state.
Dead men's shoes,
hard to fill. Everything they built before demands the same iron will.
Dead men's shoes,
heavy still. Every step I take inside them gives me both the chill and the warmth of knowing why they mattered all along.
dead men's shoes,
Made me understand where I belong.
dead men's shoes,
I'll carry on. Everything they stood for, and me, let's be on the song. I know what they built, but build beyond what's there. Dead men's shoes a starting point, not just something to wear. Every organization has this moment when the torch gets passed from the legend to the next one who scorch the path ahead with everything the predecessor taught. Dead men's shoes, the vessel for the lessons dearly bought. Don't fill them with imitation, fill them with the new. Dead men's shoes deserve a king who makes them his own too.
they watch to see
If I can hold what he held, they watch to see the legacy upheld. Dead men's shoes aren't just a test, they're the invitation to be the best version of what power means in the hands of Shadow Kings. Years from now, when these shoes get passed to someone new, I hope they carry what I added to the value to. Dead men's shoes become a living man's identity. Every step I take inside them builds my legacy. This for everyone who stepped into a role too big, for anyone who learned to grow inside the shoes they live. Dead men's shoes don't have to feel too large forever. Fill them with your purpose and they'll fit you all together. Dead men's shoes, hard to fill. Everything they built before demands the same iron will. Dead men's shoes, heavy still. Every step I take inside them gives me both the chill and the warmth of knowing why they mattered all along. Dead men's shoes made me understand where I belong. Dead men's shoes, I'll carry on. Everything they stood for, and me, let's be on the song. You left these shoes empty, I fill them with something new. Dead men's shoes, not mine, forever.
No court, no judge, no appeal, just a verdict.
Every dispute inside the network comes to me. Shadow King, the final voice for what the verdict will be. No lawyers in this room, no procedure, no delay. Just the facts presented and the verdict on the day. Studied every angle, heard the testimony through. Verdict comes when everything is filtered into view. No emotion in the ruling, just the way the truth. Verdict from the Shadow King needs no other proof. The verdict, final and complete. The verdict, nobody can compete with the authority of what the Shadow King decides. The verdict is the law that every member of this network abides. No appeal, no petition, no reversal of the call. The verdict stands forever once it's spoken through the hall. The verdict carries every weight. The verdict of the Shadow King determines every fate. Carried out the verdict on decisions others feared. Every ruling in the network kept the structure clear. Verdict isn't always what the individual wants, but the network needs the verdict or it haunts. Every future dealing with the precedent unclear. Verdict keeps the system honest, verdict keeps it fair. By the standards of the code, not by the standards of the courts that govern the official world with different sorts. The verdict, final and complete. The verdict, nobody can compete with the authority of what the Shadow King decides. Nobody comes to the verdict twice. Nobody questions it and pays the price. Verdict is the final chapter of the matter. Verdict keeps the network from the shadow of 1,000 unresolved disputes. Verdict is the Shadow King's repute, established and maintained through every call. The verdict is the thing that holds it all. Years of delivering verdicts, never once regretted. Every ruling that I made was carefully vetted. Through the code before the word came out my mouth. The verdict always pointed north, never south. Of what the Shadow Kings collectively agreed was right and necessary for the network's need. This the track about the hardest role I play. Shadow King is final word on every single day. The verdict, final and complete. The verdict, nobody can compete with the authority of what the Shadow King decides. The verdict is the law that every member of this network abides. No appeal, no petition, no reversal of the call. The verdict stands forever once it's spoken through the hall. The verdict carries every weight. The verdict of the Shadow King determines every fate. The verdict, final and complete. The verdict, nobody can compete. The authority of what the Shadow King decides. The verdict is the law that every member of this network abides. No appeal, no petition, no reversal of the call. The verdict stands forever once it's spoken through the hall. The verdict carries every weight. The verdict of the Shadow King determines every fate.
No court, no judge, no appeal, just the verdict.
Final
Shadow Kings.
The verdict stands.
Every city, every contact, every connection. That's the network. Yeah, that's the network. Yeah, network runs from coast to coast without a single trace. Every node connected to the next at every place. 40 cities, 40 captains, one command. Network built so deep it runs without a hand. On it every second runs itself by design. Every contact in the system knows their role and line. Network is the reason Shadow Kings can sleep at night. Everything coordinated, everything done right. The network built to run alone. Every connection made from every throne. The network, city to city wide. Every member of the system got nowhere to hide. From the loyalty they swore when they connected encrypted, movement never traced. Every transaction in the network carefully placed. Information flows in one direction at a time. Network protects the shadow kings from every crime of exposure, of connection, of a trail that leads back to the center where the shadow king proceeds. Network is the distance between the king and the act. Network gives the shadow kings the space that they extract. The network, 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 the network. Pull one thread and 10 more hold. The network never gets too old. Built redundant, built to last. The network learns from every past mistake and patches every gap. The network never falls into a trap. That keeps building contacts that became the infrastructure. Every handshake in the network added to the structure. Now the network runs so deep, it's part of how things work. Every city that we touch has got the network in the murk of how decisions get made and how resources flow. The network is the shadow king's most valuable repo. It's for every organization that survives because the network held together when the pressure hit the walls. The network, the network, built to run alone. Network, the network, the network, the network, built to run alone. The network, every city, every contact, every connection. That's the network, and it never sleeps.
Velvet nothing, just iron.
Rule it iron fist, so don't rule it all. Every weekend the king eventually takes the fall. Soft hands build soft empires that crumble under weight. Iron fist the only grip that keeps the king straight. Mercy has its place, but power has its rules. Iron fist the lesson every shadow king pursues. Through years of watching general leadership get taken, iron fist the reason that this empire never shaken. Iron fist, hold it tight. Every empire needs a grip to make it through the night. Iron fist, burning bright. Ruling with the iron, no surrender every right. No compromise on structure, no softness on the core. Iron fist the only way to carry every load. Iron fist, feel the weight. Iron grip on everything before it gets too late. Don't confuse the iron with the cruel or the unjust. Iron fist means holding to the code and to the trust of every member in the network, every soul who swore. Iron fist means honoring the oath down to the core. Firm in every judgment, clearing every call. Iron fist the reason shadow kings don't fall. Weakness at the top means chaos at the base. Iron fist keeps order in every time and place. Iron breaks before it bends. Iron fist defends what was built through blood and time. Iron fist the paradigm of leadership that lasts. Iron fist through every past, present, future, always. Iron fist always. Iron fist always. Yeah. Years of holding iron while the world tried to bend it. Every challenge to the grip just helped me comprehend it. Iron fist ain't anger, iron fist ain't fear. Iron fist is clarity that keeps the mission clear. Every generation learns the lesson in the end. Iron grip on what you built to watch it start to rend. A part of every scene, this is the iron truth. Shadow kings with iron fists were always bulletproof. Iron fist, iron fist. Iron fist, iron fist, iron fist. Iron fist, iron fist.
Iron fist, velvet nothing, just iron. Always iron.
Shadow King, hold it tight, hold it tight. council call. Every shadow king at the table. War council. Yeah. Yeah. War council gathered at the table before dawn. Every general present, every opinion drawn out and weighed against the cost of going all the way. War council, the moment that defines who wins the day. Maps across the table, cities marked in red. Every move deliberated, every path ahead calculated to the second before the orders given. War council, the moment shadow kings stop living quietly and step into the open field of war. War council called to arms. Every shadow king prepared for every alarm. War council raised the guard. Everything that follows is the fastest and the hard. Decisions made in rooms like this define the next. War council separates the kings from all the rest. War council, this is war. Every shadow king knows what the council's calling for. Not a war for territory, not a war for fame. War council called because they came against our name. Every provocation documented and reviewed. War council, the response to every threat pursued. Against the network, against the kings, against the code. War council lifts the peacetime and removes the load of patience for the enemy who never should have tried. War council, the last step before we decide. War council. War council. War council called to arms. Every shadow cool, every mess. War council called to arms. Every shadow cool, every mess. Every king unanimous, every vote the same. War council reached its verdict, nothing will remain. Of what they built against us, nothing will survive. War council means the shadow kings are keeping what is ours alive. War council adjourned, every general deployed, every plan enacted, every resource employed toward the resolution that the council deemed right. Shadow kings at war are different in the night. Calculating, coordinated, nothing left to chance. War council gave us everything we need to advance. This the track for every army built on discipline. War council, the beginning of the end for them. War council called to arms. Every shadow cool, every mass council. War council called to arms. Every shadow cool, every mass council. War council. War council called. Every shadow king at the table. Decision made. Execute. War council.
The king can lose his life, but never his legacy. Yeah, kings never die. Yeah. They can take the body, but they can't take the name. They can end the chapter, but they can't erase the flame. Kings never die because their impact outlives a man. Every move they make still echoes in the plan of every generation that inherited the code. Kings never die because the legacy's the load that gets passed forward through the bloodline and the trust. Kings never die, they just evolve into the dust of history that builds the foundation for what's next. Kings never die, kings never die. Legacy, the thing that keeps the king alive. Kings never die, never die. Kings never die. Every life they build becomes a reason to strive. You can't kill a king who built something real. Kings never die because the impact that they feel on everything around them is forever in stone. Kings never die, kings never die. Kings never die alone. Every king who fell left something standing in their wake. Every
Every empire built on purpose, harder still to break than the man who built it, than the hands that laid the first. Kings never die, because their legacy comes first. Before the fame, before the gold, before the crown itself. Kings never die because they built beyond themselves. Every shadow king who operated in the night left a legacy that burns forever in the light. Kings never die, kings never die. Legacy the thing that keeps the king alive. Kings never die, never die. Kings never die. Every life they built becomes the reason others strive. This for every king who doubted if the sacrifice was worth it. This for every king who wondered if the cost had any purpose. Kings never die. Every lesson lives forever. Kings never die. Every bond that can't be severed. Kings never die. Kings never die. Kings never. Kings never die. Tell the young kings coming up that none of this is lost. Every brick you lay today is worth the future cost. Kings never die. When what they built outlives the name. Kings never die. When others carry on the flame. This the most important truth the shadow kings possess. Kings never die when legacy defines success. Not the years you live, but what you left behind. Kings never die in our hearts and in the mind. Kings never die, kings never die. Legacy the thing that keeps the king alive. Kings never die, never die. Kings never die. Legacy the thing. Kings never die. Never, never. Kings never die. Never. Kings never die. A king can lose his life, but never his legacy. Kings never. Never. Shadow kings forever. Midnight city lights, nobody watching. Midnight drive through streets that only live at night. City from a different angle, everything feels right. Windows down, music up, nowhere to be. Midnight drive, the only time I finally feel free. Shadow king by day, but midnight drive is mine. Every city looks like gold along the waterline. Problems disappear at midnight behind the wheel. Midnight drive, the only therapy that's real. Midnight drive, midnight drive, let it go. Every city from the window puts on quite a show. Midnight drive, take it slow. It's the only hour that the real kings ever know. No agenda, no decisions, just the road. Midnight drive, the place where shadow kings unload. Midnight drive through the night. Everything looks different underneath the city light. Thinking about everything and nothing all at once. Midnight drive, a reset from the pressure of the months. Everything that mattered in the daylight fades away. Midnight drive, the bridge between the day and yesterday. City breathing different when the midnight hits the air. Shadow kings decompress when nobody's there to watch the face behind the power and the cold. Midnight drive, the place where shadow kings can show. Midnight drive, every exit on this freeway leads somewhere I've been before. Every exit on this midnight could have been a different door, but midnight drive just keeps me moving through the dark. Midnight drive, the reason I remember why I started. I
hours pass like minutes when the midnight takes control. Midnight drive, the medicine that heals the shadow soul. This for everyone who understands the value of a midnight drive through empty streets with nothing but the love. A movement of the city, of the freedom of the night. Midnight drive, the reason Shadow King survived the fight of every day and come back ready for the next. Midnight drive, the antidote to every complex. Midnight drive, let it go. Every city from the window, push on quite a show. Midnight drive, take it slow. It's the only hour that the real kings ever know. Midnight city lights, nobody watching, just the road. Midnight drive, every shadow king needs this. Forever midnight. City lights, nobody watching. 3 a.m. the city's empty, but something's still moving in it. Ghost City at 3 a.m, nobody on the street. Every building lit from somewhere deep beneath the surface of a city that pretends to sleep. Ghost City never rests, shadow kings run deep through every corner at every hour of the night. Ghost City full of movement that stays out of sight. It's the city underneath, the one that everyone knows. Ghost City where the shadow kings conduct their shows. Ghost City never sleeps. Ghost City full of secrets nobody keeps. Visible but present under every light. Ghost City lives in everything at night. You walk through it unknowing every day. Ghost City operating every way. Ghost City, feeling out the energy of everything the shadow kings allow. Every alley in the city has a different code. Every rooftop in the skyline carries half the load of what the shadow kings built underneath the public face. Ghost City is the infrastructure nobody can trace. Runs parallel to everything the citizens believe. Ghost City is the reason that the shadow kings achieve what governments and institutions never could. Ghost City built on loyalty and understood by everyone who operates inside his walls. Ghost City never showed up in the papers. Ghost City never made the evening news. Ghost City runs the systems that you live in. Ghost City is the reason that you lose nothing. Ghost City provides the stability that the official city claims. Ghost City is the shadow king's most important domain. When the sun comes up, the Ghost City retreats back beneath the surface of the ordinary streets. But the work it did at night sustains the coming day. Ghost City is the engine that nobody sees at play. This the love letter to the city underneath the city. This the acknowledgement of everything without the pity. Ghost City shaped the world you live in, shaped it well. Ghost City is the story nobody's left to tell. Ghost City never sleeps. Ghost City full of secrets nobody keeps. Visible but present under every light. Ghost City lives in everything at night. Ghost City, 3 a.m. the city's empty. Ghost City, but the Ghost City never ends. Shadow kings live here. Ghost City city's empty. But the ghost city never is. Shadow kings live here. Ghost city, forever running. Now I'm bleeding through the rain. City never looked so dangerous. Neon shadows paint the streets in red and gold. Every reflection on the pavement tells a story cold. City never shows its truth in daylight, only night. Neon shadows revealing what they hide from open light. Walk through neon shadows like I own the block. Every puddle on the pavement reads like a clock, counting down to something nobody's named yet. Neon shadows, the most honest thing I've ever met. Neon shadows, city bleeds. Neon shadows show you everything the darkness needs to stay invisible to those who walk the day. Neon shadows is the Shadow King's hallway. Every color bleeding into every other one. Neon shadows, how the underworld gets done. Neon shadows, feel the night. Neon shadows make the darkness feel like light. Neon signs on buildings that have changed their name 3 times since the Shadow Kings first played this game. Neon shadows older than the structures holding them. Neon shadows, the city's most consistent stem, running from the oldest block to every new address. Neon shadows covering the city's beds, kept secrets in the color of a buzzing tube of light. Neon shadows been the Shadow King's birthright. Neon shadows, city bleeds. Neon shadows show you everything the darkness needs to stay invisible to those who walk the day. Neon shadows is the Shadow King's hallway. Every color bleeding into every other one. Neon shadows, how the underworld gets done. Neon shadows, feel the night. Neon shadows make the darkness feel like light. Red from the sign above the door, gold from the windows of the floor. Above the street where deals get made. Neon shadows never fade, even when the balls go dark. Neon shadows leave their mark on everything the city is. Neon shadows always is the Shadow King who reads the light. Late enough that only neon and the Shadow Kings remain on streets that wash themselves each night in urban rain. Neon shadows, the cathedral of the city after dark. Every color on the pavement is a different kind of mark, left by everything that happened under cover of the night. Neon shadows, the most honest form of city light. It's the love letter to the city that the Shadow Kings build. Neon shadows in the empire standing without guilt. Neon shadows, city bleeds. Neon shadows show you everything the darkness needs to stay invisible to those who walk the day. Neon shadows is the Shadow King's hallway. Every color bleeding into every other one. Neon shadows, how the underworld gets done. Neon shadows, feel the night. Neon shadows make the darkness feel like light. Neon shadows, city bleeds. Neon shadows show you everything the darkness needs to stay invisible to those who walk the day. Neon shadows is the Shadow King's hallway. Every color bleeding into every other one. Neon shadows, how the underworld gets done. Neon shadows Worst enemy wears a familiar face. Double cross came from the last place I expected. Someone at the table that I personally selected. Sat beside me for a decade, broke the bread we shared. Double cross from someone for whom I actually cared. Worse than any enemy that came from the outside. Double cross the wound that nobody can hide behind the armor of the Shadow King persona. Double cross the thing that cut you to the corner of your soul where trust was stored. Double cross, cut the deepest. Double cross from those you trusted with the secrets. Double cross, never sleeps. Double cross the wound that every Shadow King keeps. Hidden in the armor, but it changes everything. Double cross the reason Shadow King stopped trusting anyone completely. Double cross the tax, paid by everyone who ever turned their back. Don't show the pain of it, Shadow Kings don't bleed in view. Double cross gets handled with the cold blood running through every calculated vein while processing the loss of a brother who became a double cross. Lessons costing blood and trust and decades of good faith. Double cross the lesson with the highest asking price. Every Shadow King who's lived it knows exactly what I mean. Double cross the moment that you never really seen coming, even when the signs were always there. Double cross, cut the deepest. Double cross from those you trusted with the secrets. Double cross, never sleeps. Saw it coming in hindsight, never saw it coming in the moment. That's the nature of the double cross. The ones you trust the most are the ones positioned closest to deliver it. Double cross. After the double cross, the Shadow King rebuilds. Every wall comes back up higher, every trust reseals into a smaller circle, tighter than before. Double cross the tax that makes you trust less, worth more. What remains is real because it survived the test. Double cross the filter that removes the rest. This for every Shadow King who felt the knife go in. Double cross the painful but the necessary tuition. Double cross, cut the deepest. Double cross from those who trusted with the secrets. Double cross, never sleeps. Double cross, the worst enemy wears a familiar face. Double cross, the most expensive lesson Shadow Kings ever learned. Never again, never the same. Didn't choose this life. This life chose me. Born into this before I understood the way. Born into a world that didn't leave me any gate to exit through before the cold was in my veins. Born into this meant carrying generational chains, not of oppression but of obligation to the name. Born into the Shadow Kings before I knew the game. Grew up watching how it worked, absorbing every rule. Born into this meant the underworld was always school. Born into this, no choice made. Born into this, every oath already laid before I ever spoke the words or took the oath. Born into this means I was always running bold. The blood of what my family built and what they swore. Born into this means I was always keeping score. Born into this destiny. Born into this, and now it's all I'll ever be. Some days I wonder what the other life looked like. The one we're born into this man, a different stripe of lightning, different path, different code to live. Born into this, the only life I have to give. Back to the network, back to the Shadow King's design. Born into this means every generation down the line gets born into this. Two one carries what I carry. Born into this, the weight that Shadow Kings all bear. Born into this doesn't mean I never had a choice. Born into this means I chose to honor every voice of everyone who came before and built what I inherited. Born into this, the privilege of everything they managed with. Now I understand the gift inside the obligation. Born into this, the purest form of education. Everything I learned by watching every lesson live. Born into this, the reason I have so much to give. Back to those who follow me into the same world. Born into this, the story of every Shadow King unfurled. This for everyone who carries something bigger than themselves. Born into this, the book that lives on all our shelves. Born into this, didn't choose this life. This life chose me. Born into this, Shadow King by blood. Forever. Forever. Didn't choose this life chose me. Born into this, Shadow King by blood forever.
Every action has a reckoning. Mine just took longer than expected. Yeah, reckoning coming for everyone who doubted this. Everyone who tried to bury what they couldn't miss. Every enemy who counted out the Shadow Kings. Reckoning the thing that every underestimation brings. Watch them celebrate too early, make it premature. Announcements of my end before they could be sure. Reckoning is patient, reckoning waits. Reckoning comes knocking when it properly inflates. The reckoning is here. Everything they thought was dead now makes it clear. The reckoning appears when every doubt they had comes crashing on their ears. Couldn't kill the Shadow King, just made him wait. The reckoning arrives and now it's far too late. The reckoning is mine. Everything I built before is back and burning fine. Reckoning isn't anger, reckoning is evidence of everything they try to stop and everything against the Shadow Kings that fail because they underread the depth of what we built before they chose to spread the rumor of our end before the end had come. Reckoning the proof of everything we've overcome. Every setback in the story was a chapter not to close. Reckoning the moment every Shadow King arose. The reckoning is mine. The reckoning is mine. They thought the silence meant surrender. They thought the quiet meant defeat. The reckoning reminds them Shadow Kings don't know retreat, just recalibration, just strategic pause. The reckoning is everything coming back because now the reckoning is visible to everyone who watched. Every prediction of my end has thoroughly been scotched. Reckoning the sweetest form of living well beyond what every enemy predicted, proving them all wrong. This for every Shadow King who faced the reckoning of loss and turned it
perfection has a reckoning. Mine just took longer than expected, but it's here now. The reckoning. Shadow Kings always return. Everything was designed before I walked into the room. Walked into a room that had my name already on it. Every piece of evidence already planted on it. Set up so elaborated, almost fooled the ones who knew me long enough to question how it runs. This neat, this clean, this perfectly arranged. Set up by someone who the Shadow King had trained. Turn the weapons of the network back against the king. Setup is the most sophisticated thing. The setup, too clean to be real. Every piece of evidence too perfectly revealed. The setup, I can feel. Every move they made before was part of the deal. They made without me, knowing it was coming. The setup running, while I thought we were becoming stronger. The setup was always there. The setup is the reason Shadow King stayed rare. Setup doesn't break the Shadow King. It reveals every weakness in the armor, every gap that heals. Slower than you'd hope when you're inside the frame of a setup. Built specifically with your name on every planet, artifact and manufactured trail. Setup is the test of where the Shadow Kings can sail through the storm of someone else's architecture. Setup is the ultimate character lecture. The setup, they built the setup brick by brick. Every detail meant to stick. Setup meant to be the end. Setup meant to finally bend. The Shadow King is someone else's will. The setup running cold and still. Beneath everything I thought was mine. The setup built along every line. So by the setup, that's the chapter they didn't write into their plan, because they never thought I'd fight back with the clarity of someone who has seen every angle of the setup and knows what it means. Setup teaches Shadow Kings to question everything. Setup is the reason that we never stop watching every movement, every contact, every resource shared. Setup is the reason Shadow Kings stay prepared. For the war that comes from inside, not outside the wall. The setup is the final track because it says it all. The setup. The setup. Everything was designed before I walked into the room. The setup, but Shadow King.